There we go. Now we can properly dun 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 dun. Got my mic working. Dun 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 dun. I totally haven't been sitting here for 5 minutes trying to get this to work. Absolutely not. Absolutely not, man. I was like, bro, what happened, man? Why isn't my mic working? I'm trying to sound off the drums and I can't even do that. I can't even do that, bro. Alright. Hold up, man. Hold up. This is crazy. We're back on a Sunday for the first time in like 5 years. This is crazy. Alright. Let me here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, first and foremost, let me know if the audio is good, because I have to apologize for not being here yet. Y'all knew this was gonna happen. Y'all knew when y'all saw Final Fantasy VII Rebirth coming out on Thursday that there was gonna be, it just wasn't gonna happen. It just was not going to happen until your boy was ready, and I picked the worst day possible, because I just left off on a cliffhanger, man, where I literally have my PS5 still on behind me, and I put it on the main menu screen because whatever is there would be such a massive spoiler that even if my camera were to fall and somehow go to my television, I don't want y'all to get spoiled, man. I want people to experience peak fiction. So I was like, alright, dude. Holy flagnards. Holy sweet mother of flagnards, man. Because let me tell y'all, what a journey. What a journey. God. On the Lord's Day? 50 memberships on the Lord's Day? Dude. Yo. I was like, you know what? We're streaming later than usual. Matter of fact, it's like 4 days later than usual. I was like, you know what, man? This'll be the week. Yo, Ali G, man. I don't know how you do this, bro. You're as consistent as Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. Seriously. You are as consistent as Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness, man. Alright. Whew. Let's go down the list. I appreciate you so much. Allergies are in the air, so I apologize for how I'm going to sound. But let me read this. Let me talk to y'all for a little bit, and then we'll get into the chapter and get up on out of here. All right? Because let me tell you something. Like I was telling Arthur a couple days ago. We shout out to Arthur, who's also playing through FF7 Rebirth. I was like, bro, listen. Us doing this for One Piece in a week where FF7 Rebirth is out is like the fact that that I'm gonna be doing anything at all showcases my love for this series. Like it really, really does, man. And it's like, listen, man, this means something to me. You know, if Ichiro Oda's masterpiece did not mean something to me, I would not be here. So let's go down the list here. Josh Pointer comes in with a 5 and says, "You're not ready for this chapter, coach." I know. Based on the cliffhanger, there's no way that I'm ready for what's about to go down. That's literally the only reason why I'm here. Like I told you. If not, I would be sitting right there in the back of that bed continuing that cliffhanger I just left off on, man. Like there's levels to this, and Ichiro Oda's at the Mount Everest. All right, he's at the tippity top. So I'm excited, Josh Pointer, man. Thank you so much for the 5. My man said I'm typing in all caps for a reason. I've heard that for like 3 weeks in a row, so I can. It's already guaranteed a peak chapter. All right, so excited for that. Presno, it is not 5 a.m. where Presno is, so I know he's thanking the heavens today. With membership for 17 months, it says peak in all, in all caps. Appreciate you, Presno, man. Thank you so much for that. Once again, so happy that that you're actually able to make it here in a good time. Yeah, this time might actually work out for quite a few people. That Josh Pointer. It's that gas, man. It's that FF7 gas. Josh Pointer comes to membership for 6 months and says, "Make sure the carpet is clean and camera sama's okay." So I'm gonna let you know right now, the carpet is not clean. I don't care. You guys, if the camera falls today, the floor has not been cleaned since Thursday night at 12 a.m. It just hasn't. It just hasn't. There's gonna be, and I don't care today. If the carpet hair Sama decides to rain on the floor, I will allow it, because I'm not gonna be on social media to see it. I'm not. So it's okay. We're going to miss out on it. All right? You know what I mean? Y'all can have the field day that you want with carpet hair Sama. I will not be here to see it. Which is honestly why I'm still, thankfully, spoiler-free, because I haven't been online, period, since the beginning of the week. So that makes it double exciting, because I haven't even looked to see if I received the plethora of get-off social media requests, which... that in of itself would indicate what kind of chapter this would be. So I haven't even seen that. But appreciate you, Josh Pointer. Thank you so much. Judge Mentis comes in with membership for 8 months and says, "We're ready for peak." We are ready for peak, Judge Mentis. All caps. I am so excited. I'm looking forward to seeing what kind of chapter we're getting. Like, are we getting a hype chapter, an emotional chapter, a lore chapter, a combination of all? Like, what are we getting, man? And then Ali G comes in with the 50, bro. Like, yo, Ali G, man. Once again, on the Lord's Day, man. This is crazy. Dude. 50 gifted memberships on a chapter reaction that is like 4 days late, man. Ali G, I appreciate you, brother. I really do. Like I said, you're as consistent as FF7 Rebirth, and for that, and for Egghead, apparently. You know what I mean? So, Ali G, man, once again, the God Hand of Finance. I appreciate you with every fiber of my being, man. Thank you so much. Because holy sweet mother of Flagnards. My man, 50 gifted memberships, bro. That's great. The Lonely Mage comes in with a 10 and says, "Hey, Recon, you are not ready. May need to buy more Santa hats." Yo, listen, man. Why don't we just reach out to Chris Kringle himself? We might not need to go to Dollar General. We might not even need to go to Dollar Tree. All we need to do is go over to the North Pole, maybe even the South Pole, talk to Chopper, talk to the reindeer, and maybe they will guide us to the land of Santa hats. That is the land that I'm currently playing. Why is my audio so low? Hold on, let me... La-da-deem, la-da-doom. La-da-deem, la-da-doom. Is my audio low, or is it just me? Let me know if the audio's good. But not Lonely Mage. I may need to get more Santa hats. You're absolutely right. Just based on how peak the series has been in recent days and months, and honestly in recent years, I might need to get more Santa hats, honestly. But I appreciate you, Lonely Mage. Thank you so much for the 10. And I'm not ready. I can tell you that just based on last week's chapter cliffhanger. I really, really can't. Audio's low. How? Okay. Let me see. Because I have it at max over here. Woo. Woo, woo, woo. All right. We're going to keep... Oh, did I make it lower? Let me go to the other side. What about now? Is it better there? Is it better there? Do I have to pull it up here? Do I have to hold the mic throughout this chapter reaction? Let me know. I'm going to keep going down the list here. Let me know. Same-ish? Dude, I'm literally holding on to game pattern. Woo woo woo. It's when you back away. Okay. So I guess we're man, this is gonna suck. This is gonna suck in regards to this thing might go flying. All right. So we're going to. All right. Oh, I appreciate it, Derek. Okay, we're gonna leave it right here then. We're gonna leave it right here. It's good. It's good from there. Okay. If it's good from there, I'm gonna leave it there. If you guys can't hear me from there, then let me know and I'll turn the thingy again to the other side. I don't know what happened. Like I said, the mic wasn't working when I first started the stream as well. But Shironura comes in with a 5 and says, "Coach, get all the hats ready and some extra water." Oh. All the hats and water? Gatorade? Do I need to go get a Powerade sponsorship? Oh, man. Sweating from Oda's flames of peak fiction by the final panel. Good luck. Oh, my goodness. Okay. Well. Hold on. Let me make sure we got enough water. I got about up to here, so we should be all right. We should be all right. Hopefully. Actually, we're not going to be all right. It's Oda. We're not going to be all right. Ali G comes in with a 20 and says, "Thanks to you, I've caught up to the Awashi." That Awashi greatness, Shiba Kurebayashi. Yes, sir. If I didn't see your video, I wouldn't have been exposed to this goatness. Ali G, man. Awashi, like, you picked the perfect time to catch up, dude. This series is so special, and thank you for giving it a shot, because it really is a special, sensational series, man. I love every single aspect of the story. It's one of those, like, all-timers for me. It's such a special sports series. I'm glad you enjoyed it as well, man. Yo, Kurebayashi, bro. Shiba, like, come on, man. Come on. Appreciate you, Allergy, man. Thank you so much for checking out Awashi. For anybody else in the chat that wants to check out Awashi, fantastic sports manga, man. St. Marcus Lem comes with membership for 6 months. Says, "Yo, the king, word for your heart with this one." Oh God, dude, I literally just finished tearing up while experiencing peak, and it wasn't even like it was just because of like, just I can't believe this game is real. You know, like it's just I can't believe it's real, bro. And then now Oda's about to take me and Barry Bonds me into another park, man. With this one, enjoy, keep being awesome. Thanks for your go-to content. Appreciate you, St. Marcus Lim. Thank you so much for that. My heart, man. I don't know if I can handle this. Jonathan Tamal comes in with a 5, says, "FF7 Rebirth." That's how I feel. That's how I feel, man. How are you enjoying the peak, Jonathan Tamal? Let me know, man. Let me know. How are you enjoying it, bro? Because, bro, let me tell you, man. Let me tell you, bro. It's peak. It's the universal language. It's like I'm experiencing Egghead. You know what I mean? It's just like, bro, it's everything I could have asked for and more. I love this game, man. I do, bro. I do. And we're here for that One Piece greatness. Yes, sir. You already know. You already know. Nasty Ninja, I appreciate you, Jonathan Tamal, man. Thank you so much for that, for stopping by. Even though I know you're probably knee deep into that greatness, for taking part in this with us. I appreciate you for that. Nasty Ninja 808 comes to membership for 8 months. AJ just hit Joy Boy's return panel this morning. I missed it. Man. I had a feeling I was gonna miss it because I told him that I was gonna go completely zero Dark 30 once FF7 release week came out. So I was like, bro, I'm probably gonna miss it, man. I ended up missing it. So, it is what it is. I'll look forward to watching the VOD for sure. But so did he hit Joy Boy's return? That's it. Like he hasn't gotten to Gear 5 yet, so it's just Joy Boy's return. Oh man, I can't even imagine. He must have been going crazy. That's awesome. Thank you for updating me, Nasty Ninja. I appreciate you. LJ, my dog, 916 comes in membership 9 months. Says good to be back. I want to see your reaction. At this point, man, at this point we're I don't know, man. I don't know, bro. I don't know what to expect. You know what I mean? Like we got hit with a Joy Boy has returned level cliffhanger. I don't even know what to think of. I really, really don't. So appreciate you, LJ, for that. Chris Khan comes in with a $5.99. It says, "Happy readering, coach." On a Sunday, mind you, Chris Khan. Sadly, a close friend passed away a week ago who was a huge One Piece fan. Man. So this chapter was bittersweet. Big shout out to him. Oh. Dude, I don't even know what happens in the chapter. And I can only imagine how much that must have hit you. Having shared in this experience with a close friend, it's like now you won't be able to disassociate one thing from the other. And now any time that something happens within the greatness, you are going to think of that friend. Chris Khan, man, I'm so sorry for your loss, dude. So sorry for your loss, man. Seriously. When it comes to losing someone who is such a big part of your journey, I mean, losing someone's already irreplaceable. But when you're constantly reminded of them because something both of you really loved, that hits on a different level, man. And so I once again, I'm just so sorry for your loss. And God, man, that hurts my soul as someone who, you know, all of us, we joke around when we say we're not even joking around. I'm pretty serious about that I really want to make it until the end of the series, right? Like it's a genuine thing that I have in the back of my mind where, like, dude, I let's just say one day I'm out at the shop and I eat healthier for the slim % chance that it's like, okay, maybe if I eat this thing, I won't make it to the end of Oda's greatness. It gets to that point, bro. I'm not even joking whenever I'm saying that. Like, I'm being legit. Like, seeing all of this stuff is so important to me that I'm like, I do whatever means necessary to ensure that we're still there for that. And like I said, I say that in a joking manner, but I'm also very, very serious about that. And I'm sure that a lot of individuals feel that way too. So for your individual, for the close friend that you were sharing this experience with, this entire journey with, man, that hurts. That hits. And especially if this chapter contains big reveals, it's gonna hit even harder. Especially if you guys theorized about that stuff. Like, Chris Khan, man, I'm so sorry for your loss, dude. So sorry for your loss, man. Big shout out to him. Big shout out to him, man. Seriously. All love to Chris Khan, man. Hopefully, reading the chapter and being in this community was able to soften that a little bit. But I can only imagine what you must be going through, dog. Thank you for stopping by. I appreciate you for being with us today. Super Scorpio 12 comes in with a 20 and says, "Coach, please take even more time reading panels of One Piece." Oh God. Even more time? Bro, it already takes me an hour. I'm trying to get back to my game. And tell me Oda is delivering on such greatness, I have to take even more time? It already takes me millions of years to read a chapter. I don't think it takes anyone longer to read a chapter than it does me. And it's not my fault. It's just the way it works. It's just the way it works, man. This is an event. Man. Endgame peak fiction. I can't even. What is happening in this chapter? Super Scorpio, I appreciate you. Thank you so much for that. Man, we're gonna be here till 10. Josh Pointer comes in with a 5. Says, "You don't need Santa hats. Get out the straw." Go. My man said the straw hat. I gotta go talk to Inaki Godoy for this chapter, man. I appreciate you, Josh Pointer. I'm going to assume we'll definitely be putting on the Santa hat at some point for sure. All right. So the volume is still low. Let me try turning it the other way. I don't know what to do, honestly. Because I have it at the same settings on the computer. It's at 100%. What about now? I think I fixed it. Wait, can you guys hear me now? I think I fixed it. I legit think I fixed it. Woo, woo, woo. I think I fixed it. Let's go. Bro, y'all think I be playing? You're talking to a man that platinumed Elden Ring. You're talking to a man who is currently playing on the hardest difficulty in this game that's available to me, and I'm putting it in. We solve puzzles, man, no guides. I don't need guides, I don't need social media, I'm a One Piece fan. I put the pieces together. I theorize. We put it in, and we proceed to see what takes place in the world of greatness that we're putting it into. So because of that, we are here today to see if all the theories that we have been discussing for all of the time that I've been here on the channel, year in and year out. I remember we were thinking about when is Vegapunk going to be involved in the story. He's involved in the story. And now he's about to upload the YouTube video of a century. And it's going to reveal what? That's what we're here today to find out, man. I'm completely spoiler free. I can't wait to see what's happening today in the latest edition of the best-selling manga in history. Because, ladies and gentlemen, this is going to be whatever it ends up being. Something that you can never experience twice. So I can't wait for it. We are going to be here for that, guys, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go for the one, the only. I think I got one more super chat left, but we're going to be in like somewhere for that. One Piece. So love it. I'm ready. And I think we have... It's Sunday, so I might as well just go to Viz. Vexies comes in. Membership for 2 months. Says peak is imminent. Like the stream. Appreciate you, Vex, man. All love to you, dog. All love to the lurking legend. Jonathan Tamal comes in with a 5 and says, Coach, I was tearing up from the greatness during Chapter 1 since I didn't want to play the demos and experience it in full and did not disappoint. Dude, Chapter 1 is so special, bro. Like, yo, Chapter 1 slaps so hard. It slaps so hard, man. And it literally only gets better, dude. But no, I feel you, Jonathan Tamal. Like, tears. Straight tears, yo. Straight tears. So, I'm so glad that you're enjoying the experience so far, Jonathan Tamal, man. That's awesome. That's awesome. And you didn't play the demo, which that must have been a crazy experience. That's similar to what happened with AJ whenever he was telling me that he wasn't going to play the demo and was going to go straight in. I couldn't help it. I played both the original demo and the other demo. And it was still Zenith fiction replaying those parts. Appreciate you, Jonathan Tamal, man. Thank you so much for the updates. Double OF Levance comes in with a 10 and says, have always appreciated watching your vids. Your enthusiasm is infectious and always cheers me up. Good to see you in great spirits. Peak is on the menu. Peak is on the menu is crazy. Oh, that's a bar. I gotta write that down. Peak is on the menu. Like Sanji. I love it. I love it. All love to you, man. Thank you so much for the kind words. Really, really appreciate you, brother. Vortex comes in the membership for 10 months and says, Coach, Chapter is pure madness. Another final... The final panel changes things? Good God. Also, are you reading Viz or TCB? Might as well read Viz. And then make the comparisons after. I mean, I'm gonna read both regardless, but... I guess for the first time experience, we'll do the Viz. I'll be on my Rogers base game today. You know what I mean? Shout out to my boy Big Roger. We'll be on my Rogers base grind today. We'll go with the Viz. All right, we're all caught up. Let me see. All right, I'm going to let me go ahead and start the poll. Ladies and gentlemen, are we reading the title today? Okay. Are we reading the title today, ladies and gentlemen? Now, remember, this is... Can I even avoid the title? I can do it easily whenever... Wait, hold on. I might need to... Is that Sailor Moon? Sailor Moon. She is the one. Sailor Moon. Alright. Viz manga. Shoot. Yo, this artwork is incredible. Sakura Saku? What is this? That's like the Chihaya Fudo art style. I logged on to the wrong app. Oh, I forgot. There we go. Shonen Jump. Akane Banashi, man. Greatness. So it looks like that's what had the cover this week. Alright. Ichiro Oda's masterpiece. Hold on, I'm gonna go to 1108 and see if I can somehow make it full screen. Because the one thing I really like about reading, there we go. This is what I want. All right, I can split the pages in half. Normally, whenever I read on Viz, I read it on my phone. Okay. So we'll keep it split in half. Perfect. Can we read the title? We can read the title. Alright, perfect. Perfect, let's go. Title safe. And 94%? Goodness gracious. Dude. This title has to be like either extremely non-Oda, as we like to call it, or it's gonna be one of those like, you'll understand once you read the chapter. So 94% yes is crazy. I don't think we've ever had such an overwhelming yes for the title, so I'm actually kind of scared to see what it is now. Interception? They're mocking me as a Philadelphia Eagles fan. Is that Onigashima? Wait, man. Hold up, dude. Wait a minute. Where's he at? Where's my boy? Where's... Yo, man. I know we listen, bro. I have been hyping up Egghead nonstop, as I should. But y'all know where my heart resides, man. Yo, I miss this place, bro. I miss Onigashima now, man. I do. But Egghead is so peak. It's like I love every second of it. But it's like, man, Onigashima, bro. Like, limited cover series number 26, Onigashima sinks. So this is where Onigashima landed after the events of Wano. And I really love the way that it looks here. It looks really cool. Obviously, it's above the underwater section of Wano that we saw from chapter 1056. Was that 1056? I think it was 1056. But regardless, limited cover series number 26. So we're going back to telling a cover story. So... are we gonna see Kaido come out of one of these? That would be something, man. Or Big Mom, or any of the other characters that we're still waiting to see like what happened to them after the events of One Piece. Bro, and we still see what Zoro did to that horn. It's completely wiped out, dude, on the right side. You know, that is, you know, you want to talk about something being forever imprinted as, like, I don't know, whether it's someone's legacy or a statue or something to showcase, like, yo, I was here. Zoro's always gonna have that on his resume. Like, yeah, man, I cut off a piece of Onigashima, man. Like, come on, dude. Let's get into the chapter. This feels so weird, dude. It feels so weird. Like, I'm so used to the format that we normally do. Okay, let's make this perfect. Come now, Stella. You can't just start this up out of nowhere. What do you mean? Wait, What do you mean, Shaka? Surely the audience will need to be adequately prepared to hear it. You really think that's necessary? Some intelligence agency will pick it up, and it'll spread across the world by the next day. Are you certain? So the YouTube video's already started? Come now, Stella. So right here, right before Come Now, Stella, I'm going to assume the two advertisements, the two unskippable advertisements, mind you, started playing, and they were like, all right, Google was like, I'm going to get my money. And then immediately after the advertisements stopped playing, we went into the video. There was no, what's going on, everybody? This is Vegapunk here. None of that, even though there should have been. It's just, in the middle of a conversation, we see, come now, Stella. You can't just start this up out of nowhere. What do you mean, Shaka? So obviously it's taking place in the past with Shaka talking to the Stella. Shaka, this goes back to what we were talking about last week in regards to Shaka having the conversation with Dragon. And what type of implications that would have from chapter 1064 in potentially what we're going to hear, and if Dragon already knows what was stated here in the YouTube video, which is very, very fascinating stuff if it's true. Surely the audience will need to be adequately prepared to hear it. Heart monitor, beep. Safe to assume that Vegapunk is now breathing his last breaths. I really think that's necessary. Some intelligence agency will pick it up. It'll spread across the world by the next day. Are you certain about that? What if they manipulate the information? A good point. So what do we do? What is that? Where's it from? It's coming across every ship's snails. Oh, he's... It's like a direct feed into the Denden Mushis. Denden Mushis are now playing this out of their eyes. So, did Vegapunk... How is he doing this? That's actually kind of wild. That's actually kind of wild. I'll relay this signal through every naval base in the world. So this is going specifically to the naval bases. Turn that off. But I can't. And force them to output at maximum strength. I'll relay this signal through every naval base in the world. Turn that off. So the Marines are heated. They're like, yo, take that thing and push it somewhere else. Patrick Star style. But I can't. And force them to output at maximum strength is crazy. My brother wants this to be seen in 4K, 8K. Super high quality, man. 5.1, maybe even 7.1 Dolby Digital surround sound. Is that the spider? The kid. He's still holding on to Kizaru, bro. Yo, he's still holding on to Kizaru like he's a toy. He's still in the same exact position, holding on to Kizaru. He's holding on to the spider, bro. The transponder snails can receive audio signals, but the visual transponder snails will take time in order to be set up for viewing. I suggest giving them an interval of 1 hour. 1 hour? The transponder snails can receive audio signals, but the visual transponder snails will take time in order to be set up for viewing. I suggest giving them an interval of 1 hour. What are you going to tell the world of Vegapunk? This is Saturn thinking this. That's Vegapunk, right? 1 hour, that seems long. So long, in fact. Where's it coming from? Why now? So here we see Nami, Chopper, Usopp here. They still have Robin in the thing, all the way in the back. The giants, a bazooka. They're firing bazookas. That it will give those who might not want this message heard the time to interfere with it. Very well, let us set the preparation period for the message to 10 minutes. Isn't that your voice, Vegapunk? And Sanji, of course. Vegapunk's already smiled. He's calm, man. Hey, wake up. You hear that, world? Saturn? Mighty Joa? Here we go, man. What are we about to learn? What are my eyes about to see, bro? Oh, man, dude. Yo, this already feels like something that I should not know, you know? Like, it's already turning into one of those. Like, we're back in Zoe, and we're learning information that I was just like, hold on, man. This feels like endgame stuff. I shouldn't be learning this. Sacred Mighty Joa. What is that signal? Saturn, what happened with Vegapunk? Someone explain this now. Are we in the present time or in the past? Sacred Mighty Joa, what is that signal? Saturn, what happened to Vegapunk? Someone explain this now. Kizaru killed him. Oh, this is in the present! Sacred Mighty Joa. So they're communicating amongst themselves. What is that signal? Saturn, what happened with Vegapunk? Someone explain. This is a really cool angle of the Mighty Joa, by the way. Kizaru killed him. He should be dead now. Ah, I think I saw it. What? I think I saw it? Is that Emu? Is that Instant Messenger Sama? We have someone speaking in this, like, different text. Saturn, what happened with Vegapunk? Kizaru killed him. He should be dead now. Ah, I think I saw it. So he set up this message to play in the event of his own death? And these are the individuals speaking here, but obviously they're speaking to someone else. The other person has to be Emu. So he knows Kizaru killed him and he should be dead by now. I'm going to assume this is Emu. I think I saw it. In the event of his own death. Most likely, and who knows what he might say. If we can find the source of the transmission, I can't imagine it's coming from anywhere but the labo phase of Egghead. And it's protected by that barrier. Yo, Instant Messenger Sama, bro. If that truly is you, so 9.5 minutes to kill what now? Want to invent something? I'm rather busy. Why not have some coffee? Dressrosa New World. Did you hear that? This is wild. The legendary Dr. Vegapunk sending a message to the entire world. Bring out the visual transponders now, set up the big screen. So they're obviously doing this so that they have enough time for everyone to set up their transponders now so they could see whatever's about to be showcased to the planet. We've only got 10 minutes. Is that the professor? Oh my god, it's the Tontada. Rebecca! Oh snap, Kai! My boy, Big Kairos, bro. Is that the Professor Luffy Land took hostage? I don't know why we took the Brooklyn accent approach there. What's going on over there? Oh, Leo, did you really believe that horrible article about Lucy? Calculating the likelihood of signal jamming. The picture's up. Is that Vegapunk? Kairos, man. Yo, that is a top 5 pops in One Piece. Windmill... Bro, any chapter with Whoop Slap automatically has me shaking in my boots. A chapter with Whoop Slap? Windmill East Blue, and we see him on the left. Oh my god! I see him on the left! I see Big Whoop! Oh man, this man's about to reveal that kid again, isn't he? What's this? I thought the news was about Luffy getting up to trouble again. A visual transponder snail. I told you our village needed one mayor. And who's going to pay for it? Their food isn't free, you know. You'll get by on sound alone and you'll like it. Okay, Whoop Slap, lay the hammer down. Who's gonna pay for it? It ain't gonna be me. It ain't gonna be me. Lay the smackdown down, man. Lay it down. Windmill Village. And they are getting ready to maybe put up the transponders. Now, my brother said he ain't paying for it, and if he said he ain't paying for it, he ain't gonna pay for it. But it's alright, they have the baby there. The baby there can do it. Alright? The baby already sensed Luffy. The baby can give us the information. Water... Ooh. Oh, we're going around the world with this one, man. Water 7 Grand Line. Wake up, people. Huge news. Ice Pops! Set up the video at once, Alice. Alice? Yes, sir. I'll have it shown in the room next door. I'll also set up screens in each shipbuilding block. Although it's the middle of the night, given the apparent importance of this event,
I've already delegated contact of all residents so that they can be ready to view the video within 10 minutes. Anything else? Dang! Yo, I thought Khalifa was on a different level in regards to being an expert secretary. Alice here is already letting all the individuals in Water 7 know the importance of this event? Might be an S tier secretary, alright? Is that a child? And you're telling me she's a child doing it? Bro, does she have Bonnie potential? Does she have the baby from the Windmill Village in the East Blue potential, Makino's child? I don't know, man. The next generation surpassing the previous generation is on full display. Because if they're out here doing what they're doing, I don't know. I don't know, man. Iceberg Secretary Alice apparently, already at the capabilities of delegating all contact to the residents. Yo, the next generation in One Piece is crazy, man. And I'm more talking about the generation after Luffy's in them. But man, it feels so good to see Ice Pops again, and Whoop Slap, obviously Kairos. God, this is great. I love how we went to Dressrosa first. That's actually very interesting. Dressrosa, then Windmill Village, then Water 7. World Economic Vivi! Hey, what's the signal about? It's an independent source being relayed by the Navy. Vivi, bro, tell the world! Yo, man, a whole new world, bro. I need you to go out and sing like you're Ariel. Like it's just Little Mermaid, bro. I need you to sing. It's to tell the world about Instant Messenger Sama and what Wapol saw with his own 2 eyes, bro. Please. Come home, Vivi, come home. Does it say where Luffy's crew is going? Look at the clock behind the fool. Morgan's. That's not the current time on Egghead. This is a recording that was made in the past. Of course, Morgan's an individual who always is looking within the details to see what he can take out in order to, you know, make the lie seem like a truth and vice versa. He's like, you know what? I see the details. And I see clearly that in this corner right here, the clock is not what it should say right now. And so clearly this is a recording that was made in the past. We see Wapol in the background. Even the I forgot her name, but the one who's in awe of Vivi. There's currently a buster call happening over there, so the place is burning to the ground as we speak. I'm sure. West Blue. So that's the real Dr. Vegapunk. Look at his head. About to reveal some information to the planet. This man is stressing, yo, the truth of the world is about to come into fruition. And the dudes are like, yo, his head. It's like Luffy when he saw a mermaid and was like, yo, can you poo, son? You know, it's like... Look at his head. Oh, man. I need air. I need air. So that's the real Dr. Vegapunk. Look at his head. His mind's so sharp it cut itself. His mind's so sharp it cut itself. Can I write that down to use in the future? Hold on, where's my notes? His mind's so sharp it... Oh my gosh. That's a bar. His mind's so sharp it cut itself. North Blue, the man who brought light to the world. South Blue, what's so important for him to say to the entire world? Is it the invention of the century? And obviously they're not even thinking about potential void century importance. They don't know about that stuff. They're thinking Vegapunk's about to reveal like the PlayStation 6. Vegapunk's about to come out here and reveal the next Tesla unit. You know what I mean? He's gonna do that. He's going to reveal the next version, the next Macintosh computer. He's going to come out here and reveal whatever that next piece of technology is that's going to make everything in the world better. He's going to reveal the iPhone. But little do they know. Oh, man, that's probably not going to be that. It's probably not going to be that. Kamabaka Queendom. Dragon Man, I have been waiting. Make your children proud. Make your boy proud, man. I want to see it. If you've been waiting for this moment to move, let me see you move. Kamabaga Queendom. The coffee will take 10 minutes to brew. Then I won't have time to drink it. Ivalikov, I calculate the chances of jamming. I calculate the chances of jamming are exceedingly low. What does Vegapunk think he's doing now? And why is his noggin so slim? Is that the Dr. Vegapunk we're all talking about? And Koala's like, yo! I gotta load the full page. It just cut off. There we go. Okay, now I see. I was like, who in the world's saying that? So it's Lindbergh and Koala. Lindbergh, Koala. Oh, and we have all the commanders here. We have all of the commanders here. And Saba. Marley, let's go, man. Is that Dr. Vegapunk we're all talking about? And he's streaming a message in the middle of this whole ordeal? Streaming! Shaka, I suspect that my death is imminent. There it is from chapter 664. Dragon. ... This man. Can someone write this brother a new line of dialogue? He needs it. Bro, if they can't afford the voice actor, I can afford him. I can afford him. If you can't afford Dragon's voice actor, let me do it. Let me go pull up to my bank and be like, yo, I need to take out some money to apparently give to Dragon's voice actor, because they ain't doing it. Apparently, Oda's not doing it, Toei's not doing it, no one's doing it. No one's doing it. I just want to hear him speak, bro. Is that the king? Hey, screw the pops, bro. We're here to talk about the son, alright? We're here to talk about the boy, hold up. So all those punches meant nothing to you, huh? And we have Gear 5 Luffy. Oh. Wait a minute, bro. Saturn? Kizaru? He dodged. Then Luffy dodged. He dodged. The Venom Blast comes in. He fires in a big fat laser. Wait. So he goes in. The little Venom attack from last week. He attempts to strike. Kizaru fires a laser beam from his eyeballs. That also misses. Luffy dodges from now until the moment that all my friends get away. He grabs Kizaru again. He grabs Saturn again. Oh my gosh. I'm keeping you guys right here. He's like, yo, you guys ain't gotta worry about a thing. You're here in a steel cage match with your boy, and I'm not letting y'all go anywhere. I'm not letting a single person leave here right now. Not until my boys get out of here. Not at all. So all those punches meant nothing to you, huh? Saturn does his thing. Sends Luffy back with the stare, I'm going to assume. I didn't catch that the first time. So he goes in, does this little stare thing that he does. Luffy dodges with his Austrian hockey. Then the Venom thing comes in. Kizaru fires lasers. He dodges them both. And he grabs both of their faces and is like, yo, I'm keeping y'all right here. Gomu Gomu no. He's still holding on to them, bro. This is crazy. Dawn? Dawn what? Dawn? Saturn? Kizaru? Is that a hand? Symbol! This kid squished them like ants! He squished them like ants! I'm sorry, like a spider! Like he had two spiders in his hand and was just like, Dawn is symbol! Oh, man. Wait. He took him and he said, screw. Y'all remember, I'm trying to remember who it was that used to do this. He used to take two heads on like old school WWE. And you just take two heads and just put them together in a head, but kind of like this in a symbol. But he didn't just take the two heads together. He literally squished them both together. And we see that it's so loud, it causes a little sonic boom to go around. It hits the entire... it hits the area around it. He didn't even aim for the area around it. It just hits. Because he's that guy. Because he's in Gear 5. Simple attack. Everything gets sent flying. Saturn and Kizaru both get turned into those little thingies from the cartoons. They had the Tweety Bird. Oh. This is what I'm talking about, man. This is why Gear 5 is the greatest thing ever made, bro. Saturn, he's a little squiggly thing. So is Kizaru. They're both squished. No, he's not, bro. No, he's not. I used to work in a pizza place, bro. This man is holding them. He's rocking 2 pizzas like they're basketballs. I can't do the thing, so I'm gonna show you guys a little example. He's like, "Wagatela." You know what I mean? He's like, "Yo," he's like, if they're playing basketball, he's like, "Ooh, I can't do it. But we're trying. You know what that's what he's doing. With a ball. And then he got him like pizza. Listen, man. I worked in a pizza place for a very long time. I know how difficult this is to pull off because your boy used to do it. I was nasty. Now, the fact remains that Luffy's bouncing them both. Bouncing a big behind Saturn on top and small Kizaru like a pizza under. Come on, dude. No one's on his level. He's playing with them. He's the jump man. LeBron just hit 40,000. Luffy said, let me hear 50. Let me drop 50 in one day. If you just bounce back from anything I do, let's see you bounce back from this. He tosses the 2 pizzas. They go flying like UFOs. Saturn, Kizaru just do something. They land. Saturn and Kizaru hit one of the warships, and Luffy starts laughing. But Saturn, is that Saturn? Saturn bounces off the warship and comes back. What? How come nothing I do damages him? Admiral Kizaru? What happened? Are you alright? Admiral? And Kizaru's down. Oh, man. Especially with what just happened to Vegapunk, he's probably going to stay down. Even though Kizaru can probably get back up. He's like, I'm going to stay right here. Because that's probably either it's a part of the plan they originally put into place, like last week's, like we talked about in last week's comments, that somebody brought up. It was an excellent idea, or Saturn or Kizaru is just gonna lay here while Vegapunk declares it's still planet. Like he's made his decision. He's made his decision, man. Just look at his face. This is a face filled with guilt and remorse, bro. Like, and it's somebody who just got flung around like a pizza. Yo, Luffy just literally turned Saturn and Kizaru into basketball pizzas and sent them flying like they were frisbees. Saturn flies back. There's no time, Saturn. Vegapunk must not be given license to speak. Is that instant messenger, Sama? There's no time, Saturn. Vegapunk must not be given license to speak. Whoa, close one. So Saturn is like similar to the attack from last week. It looks like he's coming down with multiple of these attacks, like his own jet Gatling, but with the venom-infused pieces of his body here. Another double spread. There it is. That's our ship. I hope Vegapunk and them are alright. I'll make the summons. What is he gonna summon, bro? Is he gonna summon Exodia? Is he gonna summon Obelisk the Tormentor? Is it gonna be Slifer the Sky Dragon? Is it gonna be the winged dragon of Raw? Yeah, I mean, what is it gonna be? We already have big giant spider dude who probably has more attack points than any of the Egyptian god cards. What are we gonna have now? And this is coming from Emu? Yeah, a part of Emu's deck? What are we looking at? I'll make the summons. Good. We see a piece of black lightning. What in the world? Black lightning comes down. What's that? Black lightning. The spellbinding circle. Oh, God. Bro, he's a... Where is it? It's happening. It's happening. Where is it? No. I don't have it. I don't have it. I don't have it. You know what? Oh, there it is. Obelisk. It's time for Obelisk. It's time. Wait. Wait, man. Bro, that thing is huge. There's more than one? There's more than one? 1, 2, 3, 4. The other Gorosei. Oh my gosh. What's that? That's the same thing as when Spider-Gram showed up. Wait. To be continued? Is that the end of the chapter? No. No, there's another page. There's another page. No, there's no more pages. 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 And there's 5 of them. The Gorosei are all here. This is the greatest arc. Bro, I promise on everything. If the next chapter starts with all 5 members of the Gorosei all come together like the 5 pieces of Exodia, if Emu brings together all 5 pieces of Exodia to stop Vegapunk from what he's talking about, Vegapunk is about to release the most insane information to the planet. If we go to next chapter and we see all 5 pieces of Exodia, it's over. It is actually over. This man Emu said, I'll make this. This man Emu was ready with his dual disc. That man said, alright, Vujunk, Vujunk, Vujunk. Alright. He was like, alright, Yugi boy. Here we go, man. I'm putting this one in attack position. It was that one episode where he was like, whenever he was facing against Weevil, and he was like, Monster Cardo, Monster Cardo, Monster Cardo, Monster Cardo. That's literally Emu, bro. If this is legitimately all 5 members of the Gorosei convening in one spot, and they're all gonna be in their states, if Dragon, bro, we're gonna need the entire planet. Screw just Dragon. We're gonna need the entire planet. There's no... Dude, this is going to be actually insane if all of them get summoned here. Every last one? Every last one of the Gorosei, bro? Dude, what? There's a break next week? Oh, that's bad. That's bad. Because the week after, I'm gonna be gone. The week after, I'm gonna be gone. Oh, no. And bro, that's my 400th chapter reaction review stream thing. Is gonna be the whole Gorosei in one spot outside of the body jaw, bro. Oh, man. Dude, I gotta do it. I gotta do it, man. I don't care what I have to do. I have to be here for that. I have to be here for that. There's no way I'm missing all of the Gorosei in one place. There's no way I'm missing the 5 pieces of Exodia. There's no way I'm missing the 5 pieces of Exodia, bro. We need to leave. We need to leave. We need to get out of here. It's Saturn talking to the other Gorosei. It's not Emu. They use something like telepathy. Thank you for telling me that, bro, because I was confused. I thought it was Instant Messenger Sama saying that. But in actuality, it's them speaking to each other. Now I'm fascinated, right? Because if Ichiro Oda is showing us this before he reveals whatever Vegapunk's about to reveal to the world, that means whatever the Gorosei are about to show up as and the reasoning behind these Yu-Gi-Oh things is taking place, they're going to coincide. The reason why these things exist, as well as the truth that Vegapunk's about to reveal to the world, they are going to coincide. Otherwise, Oda would not show this to us right now. Dude, the Gorosei. This is insane. Oh, bro. Boise Bird and everyone who looked out for me at the beginning of the week that told me when's hints and all that stuff, and y'all were like, yo, get off, and I was off since then, since like Sunday night. I appreciate y'all so much, bro. This is one of those chapters, man. Luffy symbol. It was a very short chapter though, man. It must have been because of Dope spreads. But God, these attacks were so cool, man. The pizza, Luffy fighting Saturn and Kizaru. But now the tables have immediately turned, and as Vegapunk's about to reveal this information to the planet, Saturn comes in, and now he brings forth all of the members of the Gorosei, bro. Or they themselves are making an appearance, which is actually kind of crazy. When you that means that whatever Vegapunk's about to say is about to be really, really huge. Like it's going to be game changing. That all 5 members of the Gorosei are doing whatever means necessary to stop this from taking place. So now I understand. I'm looking back and I'm reading through the Sacred Minded Jaw stuff again. Now I see. They're talking through telepathy to Saturn. That's where Saturn will happen to Vegapunk. One of them said this. Then Saturn comes in and relays this information telepathically and says, Kizaru killed him. He should be dead now. I think I saw it. That's Saturn talking. I thought that was Instant Messenger Sama talking. That makes a lot more sense. Oh, that actually clears so many things up. This is crazy, man. Dude. I went into this chapter thinking we were going to get an emotional chapter of Vegapunk. Or a hype chapter with Luffy versus Saturn and Kizaru, which is like what we got. Or a lore piece chapter. And this man, Oda, instead of revealing the name of the ancient kingdom, brings forth all 5 members of the Gorosei. Oh my goodness. This is like, he's pretty much going to showcase, this is what we have to deal with in the final saga. These are the individuals we have to overcome at the end game. Which to me is so cool, right? Because we're seeing from both aspects. We're seeing it from the side of Blackbeard, who's making so many moves, and we clearly have to deal with him in the end game. And then we're going to see all of them before us as well. All 5 members of the Gorosei, bro. Whatever Vegapunk's about to say has to do something with Instant Messenger Sama and their origin, whatever. This is... This is crazy. This is even more crazy than I was initially anticipating if all 5 of them are showing up to stop this. Oh, we're gonna get form reveals, don't pay spreads. Oh, man. Alright, let's read some supers. Yo, I appreciate y'all so much. I just saw there's 400 something people in here. I appreciate y'all for being here on a Sunday and I was late. Once again, that's on me and my selfishness. Y'all know whenever a game from one of my favorite franchises, whether it's Final Fantasy or, you know, Trails or whatever, whenever a new one drops, y'all know how I am. And stuff either tends to be late or doesn't happen at all. So I appreciate y'all for being here, even though it was just my selfishness that didn't allow me to be here until now. God, my allergies are killing me. Let's read through some of these comments. I'm looking forward to seeing what you have to say about this. Bro, I was thinking this man was about to bring forth, like, some sort of mythical beast. I thought Emu was about to come out and like, literally take something and like bring down Ifrit or something. Or Shiva or Bahamut or something, you know what I mean? I think he's gonna be like, yo, Bahamut, here we go, bro. Let's make this happen. And instead he's like, no, all 5 members of the Godel are coming down. He's like, yeah, I'm bringing the Knights of the Round instead. Like, that's nuts. He's literally summoning Knights of the Round Table, bro. You know how crazy that is? That's insane, man. He's like, yo, screw everything else. We're taking it to the highest possible tier. The highest possible tier with this one. Gosh, Andres Gonzalez comes in membership for 2 years. 24 months. Appreciate you, Andres Gonzalez, man. Who puts up the Jordan celebration thing. I appreciate you, Andres, man. Thank you so much for the membership for 2 years, bro. That's crazy, man. That's actually insane. Mango Buster 24 comes in membership for the Kingdom of Awesome Sauce. Appreciate you, Mango Buster. Thank you so much for that. Kosh Panda, my dog, comes in with a 2 and says Flattern. Flattern is crazy. Flattern and Kizaru got clapped quite literally. Yes, bro, why did I think of that? Great joke, Kosh Panda. See, Kosh Panda, you should be the one sitting in the chair. That is a fantastic way of it. Flattern and Kizaru got clapped. They literally got clapped. Literally, man. Genius, Akash Panda. If I could upvote it, I would. Genius. They literally got clapped. Akash Panda comes in with another 2 and says, Luffy follows the Yonko tradition of getting jumped. True. I wonder who's jumping Buggy. I mean, technically, they've already jumped him. Regardless, Luffy follows the Yonko tradition of the tradition of getting jumped. That's so true. That is so true. Yo, the fact that he was throwing them around like frisbees is crazy, man. That was so cool. So cool. Akash Panda and then comes up with another 2 and says, this arc villains get a time limit to defeat Luffy. That's a great point. This arc villains get a time limit to defeat Luffy. It's the opposite of how it normally is, right? Like, they have to defeat Luffy before he escapes. That's a great point. All 5 members of the Godel are about to be face-to-face with Nika, man. All 5 of them are about to be face-to-face with... Oh, man, bro. We're about to get generational chapters, man. Oh, man. Yes, FF7 Rebirth is going to help me get through these next couple weeks until we're able to read that chapter, man. Goodness gracious. Thank you, Akash Panda. Shiro Nura comes to membership for 8 months. Says Luffy, Dory, Broggy, and the robot versus the Godosei. Inject it. If Luffy gets in the robot and boxes the Godosei, I mean, he's already the greatest. He'll be double the greatest. Giants versus the spider and... Oh, my... Dude, the grotesque abominations we're about to see. We're going to see the spider. We're going to see where the wild things are and the bull. I mean, we're going to see a bunch of crazy stuff next week, man. Or the week after. We're going to see a bunch of crazy stuff, man. Super Scorpio comes in with a 10. And thank you, Shirano. I appreciate you. Great idea, by the way. I love that. The robot. We need to get the Iron Giant involved in some way, shape, or form. It's almost that time. Super Scorpio 12 comes with a 10. It says, understand what I mean now? Cherish the experience. Yo, full on cherishing this experience. This is like nothing we've ever... Dude. The 5 Gorosei are popping up at the same time. All 5 members of the Gorosei are popping up at the exact same time, bro. They're popping up like Kaido in 795, dude. Thank you, Super Scorpio, man. Yo, my mind is... Who does that? Like, yeah, man, next chapter we're going to see the reveal of the world. And what do we actually see in that chapter? The flippin' 5 Gorosei in one spot. And I'm not talking about the Marijoa. This truly feels like an end of One Piece chapter. It does. It does. Y'all were spitting. It feels like an end game chapter, man. In a different way than what I was initially anticipating. Jam comes in with a tendency. It seems like whatever Vegapunk's to say, it involves something visual. What if Vegapunk predicted this and ended his speech by showing the world a live view of Egghead and the Gorosei in the true forms? Jam. Genius. You're absolutely right. I could definitely see that. I could definitely see that. Jam. And you're right on involving something visual. I didn't even think about that. He's going to reveal something that... Oh, that's a great... I didn't really think about that. It involves something visual, which is why they're preparing the visuals, obviously, for these 10 minutes. But if Vegapunk predicts this, and we cut over... We talked about the possibility last week. But now with this whole 10-minute time limit thing, it actually very well could do that. Like we very well could see the cut to the Gorosei in the true forms, and the entire world sees what we're actually dealing with and who the individuals ruling the planet actually are, and in their true forms. Game-changing stuff, man. Game-changing stuff is what we're about to experience. Even more so than I was initially anticipating. I like that idea a lot, Jam. I like that idea a lot. Like, they try so hard to stop Vegapunk from saying whatever he has to say, and they reveal themselves in the process. I find that idea to be great. I find that to be a sensational idea. Thank you, Jam. Definitely a classic One Piece, you reap what you sow type thing, like suffering the consequences of your actions type of deal, which is something I would absolutely love to see. LAJ35 comes in with a membership for 2 months. I don't think there's a better arc I could have caught up to One Piece for than Egghead. So do you think we're actually going to get to hear the message? There's definitely no better arc you could have caught up to than Egghead, man. Like, this is a sensational... How does this happen on a weekly basis, bro? This is crazy. This is actually insane. And it's like... I feel like a broken record because we see this every week. Like, how is this happening? How is this... how is the final saga doing all of this? But it just is. It just is, man. Do you think we're actually going to get to hear the message? I do. I do think we're going to get to hear the message. But if we don't, it'll be like what Jam was talking about. When the feed cuts, it'll go over and show like Vegapunk letting everyone know exactly what he wanted to say in the first place, which is the truth of the world. And what they're seeing is that the Gorosei are what they are. And maybe Vegapunk figured that out on his way out the door and decided it would be a better way to just showcase this to everyone than to... maybe that's what the preparation time is for. It's for it to do that live... the cut to the live feed on Egghead. Maybe that's what the preparation is actually for. But regardless, I do think we're going to get to hear the message. But if we don't, it's going to be a part of like that cut, like Jam was saying. And then just like Mango Buster 24 saying directly after that, with a 3 says Vega tricking Gorosei out of hiding to show the world. Yes, I love what y'all are putting down here, man. It just makes so much sense to me. Vegapunk 4D chess. You've activated my trap card. Comes out and forces them to stop him from saying whatever he's about to say. He's buying time, and now whenever they actually show up and we see what's actually on the ground and the whole world sees these individuals in front of Gear 5 Luffy, that'll be the opportunity for Vegapunk to say, this is the reality of the situation. This is what is currently what has been happening now and what did happen in the past. And we cut over to the live feed is going to show Gear 5 Luffy in front of all 5 of the Gorosei. And it's like, this is what happened back in the Void Century, right? This literally is probably what happened back then, with the original Nika against the original Joy Boy against all 5 members of the Gorosei. Which, how much of a monster he had to have been the great, like the true original Michael Jeffrey Jordan, for him to box all 5 members of the Gorosei, leave scars, if it really was him that left scars on their bodies. And then eventually he was taken out, right? But what a monster he must have been. Shout out to my boy Joy Boy, man. But yeah, no, absolutely, Mango Buster. I love this theory you guys are putting out. That is a great idea. Hank comes in with a 5 after that and says just one Gorosei showing up to Egghead was enough. Now it's a 1v5. Can we get much higher, bro? Like, seriously, can we get much higher? If the Gorosei can show up at once, why not Dragon? Agenda piece. Yo, this would be the perfect time for Dragon to show up, right? But, you know, all jokes aside, we always joke around when it comes to Dragon. But I genuinely do think that the reason why he stayed behind is because of the conversation that he had with Vegapunk and Shaka, specifically Shaka. Where Shaka must have relayed his plan to Dragon, and Dragon is staying, he's staying still, staying where he is, because once they mobilize the Holy Knights, once Imu mobilizes the God's Knights after all this happens, that's when Dragon comes in and puts a stop to that, because that is his role. His role in the Revolutionary Army's role is to take on the Holy Knights. So once they get mobilized by Imu, that's whenever Dragon does his thing. And I think that's what he's waiting for. That's literally, he already said that's what he's waiting for. But I think the reason why he's waiting for that is because of what Vegapunk told him. Which makes so much sense to me. It does. It does. But all love to you, Hank. Thank you so much for that. Can we get much higher? But all 5 Gorosei members in one spot. That's crazy. Derek of Rivia comes to membership for 11 months. Says, can you sneak in some Kingdom next week for break? Already have it recorded, my friend. So Derek, my plan was next week. I was gonna be like, okay, if there's a One Piece break, if there's no One Piece break next week, we'll react to One Piece next week, and then I'll do Kingdom the week after. But since there is a break next week, I already recorded Kingdom, gonna have it uploaded, and I'll pretty much be playing FF7 Rebirth this whole week, and hopefully I'll get an opportunity to read some Kingdom as well, because where I left off in the Bachelor chapters you guys are going to see was a crazy, pretty cool cliffhanger. So I'm looking forward to getting back to that as soon as possible for that Kingdom greatness. But yeah, there will be some Kingdom next week, Derek, for sure. Then Akash Panda comes membership for 7 months. Says Luffy's going to pull a Madara versus the 5 Kage against the Gorosei. That's a great analogy. And that's so true. That's so true. Oh, that's going to be so... That double spread is going to be generational. Luffy with all that double spread is going to move mountains, bro. It is going to move mountains, dude. He will create 4 clones and say, do you want the rest of them to use Gear 5 or not? Akash Panda, Luffy ever says that, and that's like, I'm putting it as a plaque on my wall, dude. He tells the 5 Gorosei, yo, do y'all want my clones to turn y'all into frisbees and pizzas or not? You know what I mean? Do you want me to do it or the clones do it? You know how raw that would be? That would be the day, Akash Panda. That would be the day, man. Double OF Levance comes in with a 5 and says, Vegapunk about to rickroll the whole world. If you guys are right about this, and Vegapunk is about to do an Allen Iverson crossover to the planet and actually cut into the live feed, oh, It will be the best Rickroll of all time. Easily. Mango Buster 24 comes from the twist. Says Jinbei takes Lucci, so Monster Trio versus the Gorosei. If the reason why Zoro did not put on the bandana or use all 3 blades was so that Jinbei could take on Lucci, while Luffy, Zoro, and Sanji take on the Gorosei, then all, and I mean all, is forgotten. All is forgotten. Alright? That'll be roof piece times 5. Luffy, Zoro, and Sanji against the 5 Gorosei is roof piece times 5. Listen, man. I will be going... If what you're saying is true, Mango Buster, and I get the opportunity to see the 3... and some Benny Zakura stuff. Oh, they're back to back. No, that would be the day, man. That would be one of the all-time greatest chapters right then and there. That would be chapter 1010 level. Are you kidding me? That's roof piece levels of greatness if we get the Monster Trio versus the Gorosei. That's too much. That's too much, Mango Buster. That's too much, man. LJ then comes in with a 20 and says, if all the Gorosei will not be an egghead, then maybe Katarina Devon will use her Saturn transformation to get Blackbeard's crew into the Marijoa, finding the hidden truths or possibly to let Blackbeard encounter Emu face to face. Wow. If all the Gorosei will not be an egghead, that'll give Katarina Devon the opportunity to use Saturn's transformation to potentially get Blackbeard into the Marijoa. The thing about that, LJ, is if I just had the visual in my mind of Blackbeard pulling up to the Marijoa, and rather than him being face to face with Garling, he's face to face with Shanks. And this ties back to the pirate that Shanks was talking about all that time ago, and he goes back and meets him right there in the exact same room where Blackbeard is trying to find Emu. Whoa! Whoa! I'm talking, you inject that into my veins, man. Inject it, dude. But even as bad as I want Blackbeard to box and have that conversation with Shanks, him having a conversation with Emu would be one of the most interesting and fascinating parts of the entire story, because these are 2 individuals. You have a person who has accomplished a dream he's trying to go for, and has been in that spot for a long time, right? So Blackbeard obviously wants to be the king of the world like Rocks, but Blackbeard, Instant Messenger Sama has ruled the world for 800 years. He has been the king of the world for 800 years. So how would that interaction go about? And obviously, Emu finds fascination with Blackbeard, Luffy, Shirahoshi, and Bibi, as we saw back in 908. So he has to have some sort of moment with those characters. So with Blackbeard, I would say that might... I'm not going to say it's a given in terms of them interacting. I don't know. Blackbeard invading the Mighty Joe is hype. But even if that doesn't happen, I do expect them to have an interaction at some point in the final war, for sure. For sure. But man, Blackbeard making it up to the Mighty Joe would be insane. I do wonder what he's going to... Because Oda doesn't do that for no reason, right? You're absolutely right. What is he going to use having Saturn... Having Katarina Devon be able to turn into Saturn, what is he going to turn that into? Like, what is going to be the consequences of that event? Especially if Saturn does fall here, or if all 5 of them end up living and going back up there right after this. So I don't know. I don't know what the plan is, but that is a great thought, LJ. That's something that I really want to see personally. I want to see Emu interact with anyone. Emu Blackbeard, Emu Dragon, Emu Shanks, Emu Luffy. Like, I just want to see Emu interact with someone, man. Jam comes in with a 10 and says, to add on to what I said earlier, I feel like the Gorosei getting exposed live will make Emu furious. Absolutely. And the cleansing, erasing islands, and flooding the planet with Mother Flame will be expedited. Yes. To add on to that, Jam, I think that's whenever he would... that's whenever Emu would mobilize the Holy Knights. And that's whenever Dragon will get involved as well. And that's when we really involve the entire planet. Because whatever Vegapunk is going to say, and or Gorosei getting exposed live, as you said, is going to make Imu so furious. We're going to get the face reveal most likely for Imu here. And it might even force Imu to reveal himself to the whole planet as well. At that point, because he's just going to be otherworldly furious. And an angry Emu destroyed Lucia just because he was close. Could you imagine what Emu would do when he's mad? We already believe that that's how he ended the planet the first time, right? And it goes back to Old Testament stuff and the parallels that Oda is trying to make there with how the original flood took place within the times of the Bible, right? And we see that within the One Piece verse, and it's like if something like that's going to happen again, and the fury is going to come out of that in a character like this, then my assumption is that is a safe theory to make, Jam. That we can most certainly expect another great cleansing to happen, and it's going to come in the form of racing islands and flooding the planet, like you said, which is very, very fascinating stuff. Those chapters are going to be sensational. Post Egghead, man, with Emu, just on a different level of anger. Man, he was mad and let Sabo leave. That's a good point, portion of Torsion, but Sabo's him. Sabo is him. Not everyone is Sabo. Not everyone is Sabo. You know what I mean? Not everyone is Sabo. I missed the start of the live reaction. What are your thoughts on the new cover story? I was going crazy, Tay. So when I saw it originally, of course I was hyped because I just saw Onigashima. But then I started thinking about, okay, what is this going to lead to? Are we going to see Kaido or Big Mom and what will happen with them? Are we going to follow maybe the characters that are within Wano through this cover story now that we see Onigashima down there? Or is it going to be another one of those around the world cover stories where we see how certain things are playing out right now? My assumption is, or what I would like to see, is that we stay here with the Onigashima stuff and we potentially see maybe some excavation being done here or some individuals exploring this area, or maybe, like I said, this is how we see that Kaido is in fact still alive, or Big Mom, or whoever, right? This is what that will eventually lead to, because now I'm really curious as to where this cover story can go from here. This chapter was so crazy, I forgot about that until you brought it up. Out of context and angry emu sounds like an extremely entirely different conversation. That's true. That's true. Blackbeard pulls up in the Wano cover story. Great point, lazy mofos. He very much could. Blackbeard pulling up in the Wano cover story to lead us into post Egghead, where he then attempts to take Uranus. Yes, I could most certainly see that being the case, lazy mofos. I like that a lot. A full title only. That's right, Flame Emperor Sabo, baby. So I was curious how Albert Einstein passed away after the last chapter, as he's embraced Vegapunk's design. It's very interesting in regards to where Kizaru shot him. Is that where Albert Einstein was shot as well? Was where Kizaru shot Vegapunk? That's interesting. I never looked into that myself. Said Abdo says, I think this chapter is the first time that time zones were addressed in the story. Great point. I didn't really think about that. Yeah, that it takes 10 minutes for this stuff to set up and spread across. That's a good point, actually. Yeah. Great point, actually. See, I was so caught up in all the greatness, I didn't even think about that. Yeah, portion of torsion. I'm starting to lean towards that being a possibility as well. I am. I'm starting to lean towards that being a possibility too. But I like what Stephen K is saying, where they could be using some astral projection thing as well. I like both ideas. I think they're both great. Because, like Stephen K says, maybe they really are where the wild things are to Kid Emu, which to me has always been a very fascinating theory. That they're all just pieces of Exodia to Emu, right? Where Emu's the individual playing the cards. Coach, the Celtics blew out the Warriors by 52 points. My goodness, bro. 52? And the Warriors were actually playing pretty good. 52 is crazy. 52 is insane. 52 is actually wild, bro. Einstein had a blood vessel burst near his heart, a little different. Thank you, Doron Russ. Appreciate you for the clarification there. You think Kizaru and Saturn kissed during the Dawn symbol? That would explain Kizaru's expression of the Marine worship. That would explain it. I'm not sure if that's what happened. But if that's agenda piece, Akash Panda, then that's agenda piece. You know what I mean? That is agenda piece. That was certainly agenda piece. Same old One Piece. The more info we get, the less we know. Facts. It truly is. Oh, thank you, Hank. Thank you for adding on to that from earlier. Yeah, hopefully, AN. Hopefully, man. Hopefully we go right down there and we see Zoro with a packed up Lucci in chapter 1111. I'm looking forward to seeing what that chapter is, man. Where all the ones line up. That's probably going to be the chapter where the Ancient Kingdom's revealed, honestly. Just because knowing Oda. It really might just be the chapter. Gotta say, really are nightmares running amok? Truly, right? That's what it feels like. Yes, so I'm going to go ahead and end the stream. But before I do, I want to read this comment by Josh Pointer, who says, whatever Vegapunk's about to say, I'm excited to see what the Marines will think. That, to me, is going to be one of the most important things about this, is that now that Oda has specifically showcased that there are Marines that are going to be watching this, they are trying to stop them from seeing this, but they can't. So we're going to see their direct reactions to this moment. The entire arc has been based on this. From Kizaru to Akainu to Kuzan to Lucci, there are characters who at one point in time were a part of this system that through one point or another decided to come up with their own conclusions or make their own decisions based on what was happening around them, right? Executing their own sense of justice based on the information that they have. Regular Marines are about to see, if you guys are spitting here, the 5 Gorosei in their true states, as in these are the individuals that all of them are serving. That is going to directly change how all of them view this, especially if Emu gets revealed as well, and it becomes known to the world there is an individual who's actually controlling everyone. It's somebody who actually sits on the empty throne. It's going to be game-changing, and I'm looking forward to seeing what that does to the Marines. What does that do to the Marines? What does that do to the Marine system? What does that do to the characters that we know within that system? And will this be the official point where we already know Kobe is on the way up, but individuals like Kobe to be, coming up on droves, like multiple different individuals who are going to be fighting for what they believe is right, even if that means going against the individuals like this, right? I'm looking forward to seeing what all of that's going to pay off to, because that has been the one consistent through line through so many things that have taken place in this arc, are the characters, their internal conflicts, how the things that are happening around them in the world, specifically from the Marine side, is making them do the things that they're doing. Garp, Sword, all of these characters. And now every single Marine's about to be exposed to this. I'm very much looking forward to seeing how they react to it. It's going to be exciting. Like Hank says, it's going to be exciting to see Sakazuki's reaction. So, exciting stuff. Oh, yo, Stefan K, that's a great point. Is that why the 5 elders told Dofi to take out Moria because they're shadow-like? That's actually a really interesting theory. That's actually a really, really interesting theory. I like that a lot. I actually like that a lot. Appreciate you, Vortex. Thank you so much. But I will see y'all next time. Thank y'all for being here, even though it was a late stream. We had a lot of fun. Crazy stuff is incoming. Apparently, there's a break, right? So I won't see y'all until the week after. There will be Kingdom next week. But until next time, Ichiro Oda continues to cook. I can't believe all 5 members of the Gordo Series about Pablo, man. This is crazy. This is actually nuts. Like, yo, this is crazy, man. Holy flagnards. I will see y'all next time. Thank you so much for watching.